All right, friends, we have our very last video in this series, and so of course we're going to talk about good old-fashioned follow-up. And what does that look like for a Facebook party? Is it different? What do you add? What do you not do? Yada, yada, yada. So I have my notes. Of course, I'm going to look at them and make sure I don't miss anything. But here are the main points. So follow-up during the party. You are going to thank the people that order exactly when they order or as quickly as you can. Make sure you're being specific with that and really thanking them and asking them how they're going to use that. Of course, remind them to join your page so that they can share. You're going to have your hostess send out messages, and she needs to send out messages thanking them and also just reminding them to hang out during the virtual party, to come and RSVP because sometimes we don't see all of those event invites, and also just letting them know from her how appreciative she is of them and them joining her event. You also want to keep your hostess updated frequently with party totals, who has and hasn't ordered, who's expressed an interest that hasn't yet, also who hasn't taken a special, because guess what? She is going to remind them to grab those specials because it just boosts her party and they want to hear from her. Constant communication with your hostess is so key, and I really seriously cannot stress this enough. Of course, that's the case with any party, but when you don't have the opportunity to be face-to-face, it just means you need to go above and beyond and do more. You need to be on top of your game. You also want to make sure through follow-up that she knows that you are there to help her have a kick-butt party. That is your goal. When she feels that from you, she's in like Flynn. She's not going anywhere because she knows that you're awesome and you're going to rock it for her and make it happen. The other thing is your follow-up after the party. So again, like you would do with an in-home party, you're going to let them know when their order has shipped and an approximate date as to when it's going to show up, because they're going to want to know, they're going to want to stock that front door, just like we stock our front door when stuff comes in, right? Okay, exactly. So they're going to want to do the same thing. Sorry, my arm was tired. Y'all, I'm hiding out in my car making this video because I have 3 sick children in my house, and this is the only place to do it. Gotta make it work, right? Anyways, okay, so you're gonna let those guests know when their order has shipped. They wanna know, they wanna stalk the UPS man. The very last post of the party, on the very last day of the party, is you are going to post how much the hostess earned, her party total, so that her guests can see how awesome they were in helping her with that, how much of a percentage off she got of her total. Don't go posting exactly how much she spent on that party. That's rude, and it's just inconsiderate. But if she got like $600 worth of stuff, and she only spent, I don't know, $100, you can totally calculate that percentage. I'm not a math person, can't do that right now. And post on the party what that was. That helps her guests see the huge savings she got from hosting. Booking seed, hello. So that is going to be your very last post. And you're going to do one more reminder about joining and coming and hanging out on your VIP group. You also can do in there, if you want, you're going to remind those that said they would book and just talk about how excited you are about booking with them and hanging out. And sometimes when their friends see their friends doing it, peer pressure, it's awesome sometimes and can work to your favor. You're going to welcome those that join your group. You can welcome them in your group, or you can welcome them in the party, or both, whatever you want. You just want to make sure that you are showing your appreciation for supporting your business, because without them, your business wouldn't be what it is and it wouldn't be possible. So we need to make sure that we're going above and beyond. And you always want to make sure that they are just having fun and they're really enjoying it, because that's part of it. If they're not enjoying it and it's not fun, guess what? They don't have to. And I really don't blame them. Lastly, how do I keep up with this all? And how do I do this over and over and not forget steps? I forget steps all the time. But I have come up with a system that has worked for me, and you have to do the same. And while I can share my documents all day long, and I don't mind at all, what I really want to stress is that, one, you're going to have flops in your parties, but that's why you overbook. I still have flops. Every month I have flops. I had 2 last month. Thank goodness I overbooked. Still closed out 10 parties. I'm going to have flops. You're going to have flops. There is absolutely no way to avoid that, because some hostesses just don't get it. No matter what we do, what we tell them, how much we work with them, it doesn't matter. They just don't get it. Ooh, right over their head, and they're missing out, and that's their problem. That's just, we can't take that personally, because we know we're awesome, we know how to do our job, and if they are just not invested in that pink bubble and having a good time, then there's nothing we can do about it. Lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink, right, girls? Amen. The other thing is that I've come up with my own system. I've made my own documents. I have taken the time to sit down to make documents that work for me, because I can take somebody else's work all day long, but if I'm not getting out of it what I need to, then it's not worth it. And I need to take the time to make my own documents. I suggest you do the same. The other thing that I cannot stress is you need to put your personality into everything that you do. Your script, your posts, your pictures, your documents that you're using to keep up with it all, every single thing needs to have you written all over it. And from my friends, they can tell you that all of my stuff has me written all over it. And they know that, and I love that. That is what I want. So using these scripts that others share is whatever. But what I would really like to challenge all of you to do is to sit down and make your own script. Really put you in it and really do what interests you and what you have found works for you and your customers. Because if we're just all trying to take a script and use it for ourselves, there's going to be failures, and you can't get upset when that happens because it's kind of your own fault. You're not taking the time to invest in your business, and you're cutting yourself and your hostesses short. And so I really just want to challenge you to make this business yours, because guess what? It is. Your business is all about you and your customers and making it work. And so through lots of trial and error, I have figured all of these things out. I am still figuring things out. I still don't know it all. I will never know it all, because God bless Facebook, they feel the need to change every so often. I am still learning, but I can tell you this. I stay true to who I am. I do what works for me. My personality is all over everything. I have a darn good time with it, and I make sure that my hostess comes number one in my business every single party, and that she is happy with her end results, and that we work together as a team, and that we are doing this with each other. It makes it more fun, and it's just something that fuels my business. I just really love it. So I hope all of these things have helped for our last video. Make sure that you hang out for the question and answer on Wednesday night, and I cannot wait to see what questions you have. Thanks, ladies, for hanging out. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.